Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And, boy, we're all over the place right now. Talking alligators on the first segment. Frank Barton sitting in with us and from the Barton Power Sports, and he's keeping me straight. Guy Trebo's over there, and you know, in radio land, we have to juggle things around.
It's called audible.
Is it? That's what it is.
In radio, it's called an audible.
But we know where Ron Wong is because it's already been posted where he's eating and everything. So he is our man at ICAST in Orlando. He did make it to Orlando. He saw all the bow fishing he wanted to do.
Talk about a duck in water.
Yeah, he is in his great place, isn't he? I'm just amazed, Ron.
Hey, that bow fishing was pretty awesome, I have to tell you.
Yeah, we've.
I was really impressed.
Well, I know you're more impressed with ICAST. Tell our people what.
I really am.
Tell our people what ICAST.
Amazing. It's only 650,000 square feet of fishing tackle.
650,000 square feet of fishing tackle, and Ron will make every corner. You know, I mean.
Well, I'm going to try to.
Yeah,
you know, everybody should go out to lroutdoors.com to go and check out all the pictures, and we'll have videos up a week or two after.
He's talking about you,
You'll
Ron.
get a sneak preview of all the new wonderful products that are out.
And Guy Treble's listening to this. He can't wait to get all the information, right, Guy?
Yes, sir.
Come on, bring it on.
Bring it on.
And now you just have no telling who you're going to bump into there. So who have you bumped into this morning there?
Well, let me tell you who I've just bumped into. First of all, I want to thank this gentleman.
Yes.
For giving me a tip about what do I need to use to fish on Lake Toho to try to win that ICAST Cup tournament. And unfortunately, David Fritz and I came in 5th place, but thanks to my good friend Shaw Grigsby for telling me to use that Strike King structure bug and Ocho, we did come in 5th place. We should have won it, but anyway, hey, we got Shaw Grigsby on here at ICAST, and of course he's standing in the Strike King booth, and he's only got about 18 other sponsors, but he's a wonderful fella, and he's going to talk about a little bit about some of the new products that Strike King's got. Hey, Shaw.
Hey, Shaw, we got you here, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. The show is incredible. Of course, all the new products, and of course, anybody in fishing is here. So you got all the owners of the businesses, you got all the professionals are here, and all the salespeople. It's an awesome deal. It's like a big, candy store for fishing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what Ron was saying. Now, Shaw, I don't want to age you, but how many of these have you been to?
Oh my gosh! Well, I've been in the business for 32 years, fishing professionally. So.
Yeah.
And I've been coming to ICAST since back in the days when I'm going to say probably 84 was my first one. So
wow,
in that
wow, and you being on the professional side, and Ron just being on the drooling side. There, I mean, looking for things to eat and all the fishing and stuff. How could you not help Ron finish higher than 5th place in the media event? I mean,
well, if he would have set the hook, he might have won that.
Whoa, did y'all get that out there in radio land? Ron Wong from Outdoors with Larry Ray did not set the hook. I've been in a boat with Ron. He set the hook, and I thought I was out of the water. So, I mean, something.
Yeah, I wasn't in the boat with him, so I was just giving
Yeah,
him
poor David.
Anyway, he did a really good job, and they just had, they had a couple fish come off, which happens to anybody, and you lose a good one, and it can cost you a lot of places.
Well, 5th place sounds really good, but there's only 6 teams entered, I understand. So, no.
I think there was, 60-something?
60-something. Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Hey, Shaw, tell us, and Ron is there as my interpreter, as he is all the time here in the studio, in the Strike King booth. What's going on? What's it like? And because I know you guys have got a new look in the booth, and I know you got the best pro staff there is in the world. So tell our listeners what's going on in the Strike King booth
and some of the new products.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have a number of things. The structure bug, which is called the rage bug,
is an incredible
bait. Been one of the best baits. In fact, that's what Ron was using yesterday.
Yeah.
Pitching and flipping. Well, we now have a big one, so it's like a magnum size.
How big is big?
Which is incredible. So for big fish,
how big is big, Sean?
Well, it's probably 4 inches long, maybe a little bigger.
4 inches.
So you went from a 3-inch bait to a 4-inch bait, but it's wider, bigger, bulkier. It's just it's the dude. I'm telling you, I will be making a lot of money on that one in the future. So great bait, probably the best single flipping bait, and now you got something that you can really attract a giant with.
Wow, that's bigger than the first fish I ever caught. So I mean, when you look at this, and you can't tell me a pro fisherman is not an athlete if he's casting those, because
exactly. They came up with another bait that's really cool called a Rage Swimmer, and it's a swim bait. And I have been mashed on that. Fortunately, we've had those out now for us to have for, a couple months anyway. So we've had a lot of time on it. And it's just incredible swim bait, just has great action, has that good side-to-side wobble, great tail wobble. I caught a smallmouth. In fact, I did really well at the Cayuga tournament, and I caught them all on the Rage Swimmer, which is good. We got a new super toad or frog, so we got them in 2 different sizes. And that's one, the ones that you buzz, you feel like little mini buzz baits. And so you have the small one and the large one. And probably one of the products that we're so excited about is a new poppin' perch. So it's
I was getting ready to say you better talk about the poppin' perch.
The poppin' perch.
The
I love it.
Poppin' perch, it's like a frog. It's a perch design, but it's a popper. So you have the poppin' frogs that so many people have. We have the KVD, the sexy frog. And now we have the poppin' perch. And so it looks like a perch, but it's basically exactly the poppin' frog that everybody else had. But we redesigned it, made it look like a little perch, got a fin on it. The tail is exceptional, but what really sets it above everything else is the hook. Most of those poppers have really what I call small, wimpy hooks. Well, we've got the dude hook.
The dude hook. All right.
Yeah.
The dude
that will handle whatever fish you get on it. It'll handle it, and that I really like. Because I tell you, there's certain situations you get in where you're using a popper, and I've had to buy aftermarket, other people's stuff.
Yeah.
And I've never been happy, and I am so happy. I'm like grinning, I'm like jumping up and down. Yes, we finally got it. And so, and what's really cool is with everything that Strike King does, they listen to the pros, and they make adjustments. And so when they come with one, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be the best one on the market. So you need to check it out. It's awesome.
Well, we're talking to Shaw Grigsby, and we have Ron Wong on the line trying to come in with us. Yep. We just want to let everybody know who we're talking to. Of course, Ron is down there. How many croaker sacks does he have? None
yet.
Okay, all right.
Shaw, before we run out of time, I saw you yesterday in the Sims booth. Boy, they've come out with some pretty cool products, don't they?
Oh, yes. Sims has got great shoes and new shoes.
Yes, they do.
Called the Challenger, and new rain suits and shirts, and oh my gosh, and tackle bags, man, for us fishermen.
Yeah.
Being able to put out all our Plano 3700s in a bag and tote it around and carry your rain suit and all your other extras with it. It's awesome.
Oh, man. The address is 1835 Mariah Woods Boulevard. Just tell them to send it to Larry Ray, in care of Larry Ray. and Ron Wong will make sure it gets here. Hey, we're going to talk a lot, Ron.
He's going to try to grab one before we go.
Yeah. Thank you, Shaw, for being with us. And, Ron, thanks. Be careful down there. And next week, Ron will be on full fishing show next week. We're not only going to preview the FLW, right, Ron? But
That's right. We're going to have Brad Knight, Wesley Strader, probably Cody Meyer, Matt Airy. They're all contenders in the Forest Wood Cup.
Yes.
They're going to preview it there on Wheeler Lake. And, of course, I'll be out there representing Outdoors with Larry Ray at the Forest Wood Cup.
And you'll wrap up the ICAST, too, because I know he'll come back and he'll have on 7 shirts, one underneath each other. He'll just peel them off here, and everything. Shaw, thank you, buddy. Okay?
Thank you, guys. All right, you take care.
Try to watch for Ron down there. Thanks, Ron. We'll talk to you.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye. All right. All right, let's get out of here. Take another break. Ron Wong, he's grabbing people at ICAST. Can you imagine? Huh?
No, I can't.
We need to send someone down there just trailing Ron. So we'll see You know.
I looked at his press credentials.
Yeah, he's got
Outdoors with Larry
it
Ray.
says Outdoors with Larry Ray. That's right.
That's his intro.
Yeah, I hope I'm not paying him mileage. He drove down there, Orlando. You know. So, all right, we'll be right back on ESPN 790.
You can find